a seemingly innocent toy, and a weathered cabinet hide dark secrets. Both are feared as gateways to the supernatural, causing terror for those who encounter them. The Annabelle doll is not the porcelain figure portrayed in movies, but a Raggedy Ann doll with an unsettling history of supernatural events documented by the Warrens. The Dybbuk box emerged through an eBay listing, carrying tales of nightmares and strange phenomena affecting each successive owner. These artifacts have achieved legendary status in paranormal circles. Our comparison explores these two infamous objects, examining whether their power stems from authentic supernatural forces or from the chilling narratives surrounding them. Beyond the Hollywood image, what terrifying truth led seasoned paranormal investigators to encase a simple Raggedy Ann doll behind consecrated glass? The Annabelle story began in 1970 with a standard Raggedy Ann doll, a birthday gift to Donna, a nursing student. Living with her roommate Angie, Donna initially placed the doll on her bed. Soon, they noticed the doll would be in different positions, legs crossed or on different furniture entirely. These subtle changes were their first warning. The occurrences escalated beyond repositioning. Like a puppet with unseen strings, the doll would appear in different rooms of the apartment, even behind closed doors. Donna and Angie began finding handwritten notes on parchment paper with childlike messages saying, "Help us" and "Help Lou." Paper neither of them owned. Lou, a frequent visitor, distrusted the doll from the start. One night, he awoke to oppressive silence and complete paralysis. In the dim light, he saw Annabelle at the foot of his bed. The room grew inexplicably cold as the doll slowly glided up his leg, stopped at his chest, and began strangling him until he blacked out. During another incident, Lou investigated rustling sounds from Donna's room. As he approached the doll in the corner, the air thickened around him. Suddenly, searing pain erupted across his chest. Distinct, raw, claw-like marks appeared that healed with unusual speed within 2 days. Disturbed by these escalating attacks, the roommates contacted a psychic medium who conducted a seance. She claimed the spirit of 7-year-old Annabelle Higgins, found deceased in a field that predated their apartment complex, had attached herself to the doll seeking comfort. Feeling sympathy, Donna and Angie gave Annabelle permission to stay. This permission only intensified the activity. As the inexplicable attacks escalated, Ed and Lorraine Warren were called in. After extensive interviews and investigation, they rejected the child spirit explanation. Ed noted that human spirits typically lack the capacity for direct physical harm, while Lorraine sensed a presence far more sinister than a child. The Warrens concluded the doll wasn't possessed, but was being manipulated by a demonic entity using it as a conduit. The child spirit narrative was a deceptive tactic to gain sympathy and permission. Infestation stages potentially leading to human possession. The physical attack on Lou, the deceptive storyline, and the strategic escalation of activity from subtle movements to physical assault revealed a calculated campaign to instill fear. Convinced of the danger, Ed performed an Episcopalian exorcism and removed the doll. Their drive home proved harrowing. The car repeatedly malfunctioned with engine stalls and brake failures, particularly on dangerous turns. Ed sprinkled the doll with holy water throughout the journey. At home, the doll continued its disturbances, reportedly levitating and changing locations. Ed commissioned a specially designed sealed case, now housed in the Warrens Occult Museum, with warnings not to open or taunt it. One young man allegedly mocked the doll during a visit and died in a motorcycle accident that same day. If a child's toy can house such malevolence, what of an object explicitly tied to ancient, dark rituals? An antique wine cabinet, listed on eBay, promised not fine vintages but a legacy of terror. What dark entity was supposedly trapped within, and how did its story unravel? The object, which came to be known as the Dybbuk Box, finds its lore in Jewish folklore, specifically the concept of a Dybbuk. Within these traditions, a Dybbuk is understood to be a dislocated human spirit, often malevolent, that seeks to attach itself to or possess a living person. These spirits are considered souls unable to find peace due to past sins or unfinished earthly business, wandering until they find a host or object to inhabit, bringing misfortune to those they encounter. The very name Dybbuk Box implied that this particular wine cabinet was a prison for such a restless and dangerous entity, a relic of forgotten miseries. The public history of the Dybbuk Box began in 2001 with Kevin Mannis's eBay listing. This Portland antique dealer described acquiring the box at an estate sale from a Holocaust survivor's family who had failed to honor the woman's wish to be buried with it. Inside were curious objects: 1920s pennies, bound locks of hair, a Hebrew inscribed statue, a golden wine goblet, a dried rosebud, and an octopus-legged candlestick holder. His listing included warnings about strange occurrences and bad luck since obtaining it. The box then passed through several owners, each contributing to its growing infamy through online accounts of their misfortunes. Yet beyond its fabricated origins, the box's legacy is painted with a palette of modern horrors. Owners described vivid nightmares featuring hag-like women or shadowy figures. Physical manifestations included sudden skin conditions, persistent coughing, and in Jason Haxton's case, coughing blood and suffering severe eye irritation. The box's presence brought inexplicable sensory phenomena: jasmine scents, cat urine odors, shadowy apparitions, and unsettling noises. The anticipation of danger transformed ordinary events into moments of dread for those who possessed it. Every unexplained sound, every illness became magnified through the lens of the box's reputation, creating a psychological burden that amplified their fear. The narrative gained considerable traction online. Haxton, who eventually acquired the box, documented these encounters in his 2011 book. The 2012 horror film, The Possession, further cemented the box's cultural status, introducing it to global audiences. In 2021, Mannis revealed he had fabricated significant portions of the backstory, including the Holocaust survivor origin and many initial paranormal claims. He intended it as creative horror fiction rather than fact. This admission divided the paranormal community. Some saw it as clear debunking, while others maintained that collective belief might have imbued the object with genuine negative energy. The continued reports from subsequent owners suggested that the box's effects transcended its fictional origin. Unlike the Annabelle doll case, supported by the Warrens investigation and multiple eyewitness accounts of physical events, the Dybbuk Box rests primarily on anecdotal accounts stemming from an admitted fiction. Despite its revealed origins, the box remains a powerful cultural symbol, now displayed in Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum in Las Vegas. Its enduring legacy demonstrates how legends can transcend their factual basis, highlighting our fascination with cursed objects and the powerful interplay between belief and narrative in paranormal claims. To emphasize the mystery with a stronger, concluding metaphor, such as comparing these cursed objects to forbidden books, paranormal investigation may support Annabelle's terror, while the Dybbuk Box thrives on crafted lore, yet both ensnare our imagination. This comparison highlights a crucial aspect of belief. The line between documented phenomena and compelling narrative can be incredibly thin. Our desire for mystery and the power of suggestion readily blur this boundary. Ultimately, whether their power is supernatural or psychological, these enduring legends serve as chilling reminders. They are like forbidden books whose pages bleed dark secrets when opened. What are your theories or experiences?